welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble and I'm here with your readings for March the 19th, is it? Yes, through March the 25th. Now I was going to kind of put Pisces to the back of the line, or queue as we say, so to speak. However, they do have one more day left, so I'm going to let them be first again this week, because it's not fair for that last person or those people that's birthday is on the 19th. So happy birthday to those on the cusp, and we're going to do your reading first. Now, first of all, I would like to do the astrological report for this week. We start by, on the 20th, the sun moves into Aries. Now, Aries is the beginning of the astrological year. So this is the first sign of the zodiac for astrologers, and it's the spring equinox. It is the start of everything. So we really will feel that shift of saying goodbye to Pisces and saying hello to Aries. Now, at the same time, Mercury and Venus moved into Aries, and they are actually getting very tightly close together in Aries on the same day. So it's going to be about finances, it's going to be about communications with that, it's going to be about love, communications, relationships. It's a really nice kind of energy on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, we have Mercury going retrograde. Now we're already feeling it because we're in the, it's in the shadow of that energy. So I forget what day it actually goes direct, but we'll talk about that later. So it's usually around 3 weeks. So we have this, so it's very important not to sign documents, not to start anything, even though on Tuesday, it's this kind of urge to spring into action. We're going to feel very light. We're going to feel excited about starting things. And if you've already been working on something, fine. That's okay. And definitely make plans. Now, it's really important with astrology that we co-create, right? And the best thing to do when Mercury is in retrograde is to organize, is to clean out old stuff, is to, declutter your mind, is to meditate, declutter. It's very important to kind of work with that energy. You'll get a lot done because people say, I can't get anything done, it's Mercury in retrograde. But if you work with the energies, you'll get a lot done. Now, on Friday, Venus goes square to Pluto, which is not a very good aspect. Pluto is, kind of the underworld, the shady. It's kind of what's going deep on inside secrets. And Venus going square to Pluto, we could find out secrets about our lovers, or, maybe find someone that's not been very honest with us, or we haven't been honest with ourselves about the relationship we're in, or so it's not the best energy ever. But having said that, things could come to light that we need to know. Something shady going on in terms of our partners, and we could be moving out of a relationship or moving into a relationship. It's very death and rebirth, so it's about change as well. And also we have the sun in Aries going in a moving into a challenging aspect to Mars in Capricorn. Now, Mars has been playing a big role. People have been very frustrated, have been, snappy, irritated. It's very important not to react during this time. And we're going to have that urge to react. So it's important to kind of breathe and then hold back, think before we speak. Listen, the energies, astrology is about the energies that are coming in, and we can co-create with the energies, so we can use these energies to our benefit, especially when we know that they're coming in. So we know that, look, people are going to push our buttons. Perhaps we're going to be irritated, we're going to be a little short, we're going to be a little wanting to burst out and say inappropriate things perhaps. But it's important to really kind of not react, but respond during this time. And if we're aware of it, we can avoid the pitfalls. Or when we do act out on it, go, aha, no, I knew that. Why did I react like that? So anyway, guys, I want to really thank you. I want to thank my patrons who support me, and they're my biggest fans, and I really appreciate them. I have started a Patreon page, guys. If you would like to become a patron, show a little bit of love. It's not a lot of money, it's a little bit, and it would really help me put out more content, because I have all these amazing ideas, and it's just about getting them out there with the right equipment, the right software. And I have these tiers of rewards. So check out my Patreon page. There are some public posts, and then there are things on that page that I just put out for patrons only, so they get all these wonderful things. And you can suggest, go to my Patreon page and suggest different rewards. I'm very open to constructive criticism and brilliant ideas. What would you like to see as a reward if you became a patron? So guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, like it, share it on your social media, comment. I read every comment. And subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. Mwah! And let's go to your cards. Hello Taurus, and welcome to your reading for March the 19th through March the 25th. And your first card, Taurus, this is a general reading. The information for personal readings are below in the show more section, and the links to your sun, moon and rising will be down there too. The Queen of Swords. She comes into a reading because, look, she's really intelligent. She's very cerebral. She's a truth teller. She cuts through crap, for want of a better word. She sees right through to a person's soul. She's very astute. She's really sharp. And the only thing with her is that she is brutally honest, and so sometimes her communication is a little sharp. It's hurtful. So when it comes in, it's saying, look, be careful about how you communicate, because you could hurt people's feelings, and it's not going to benefit you in any way by being honest. Sometimes it's best not to. You don't need to tell the truth all the time. You know, the urge to tell the truth is your urge, but you have to ask yourself, okay, so if I'm brutally honest, is this going to hurt the person? Is it going to, is it going to help in any way? So just communicate with kindness and compassion this week. Now, you've got release. Clarifying, it's about letting go of the past. Sometimes when we are in the pain of the past, we will say hurtful things to people without kind of meaning to hurt them, but it just kind of comes out it comes out sideways, right? Our feelings kind of come out sideways. This is saying, yeah, look at this. This is saying you've got to release the past and move on from it, because look, you've got the Ten of Swords. That's the ending of something. Something is coming to an end for you, for some of you, and I feel that it's been a very, very difficult journey, and it's something that you've just got to let go of, and you've got to move on from, because it's not benefiting you in any way. It's time to move on, and I have a feeling that you're over it anyway. You want to move on. I have a feeling that you don't even want to be here. You know, you're ready to move on. You're not. This isn't news for you. But in order to move on, you need to release the past. You've got to forgive. Whatever it is, even if it's forgiving yourself, forgiving your parents, forgiving the perpetrator, you've got to have forgiveness. A lot of people go, oh, they don't deserve to be forgiven. You deserve to be forgiven, right? So in forgiving someone else, you're really releasing yourself from that pain and that, anger, and that it's only, you've heard, I know you've probably heard this a million times. It's like when you're resentful or you've got a resentment against someone, it's like taking poison and waiting for the other person to die. It's only hurting you, that feeling, that anger every time you think of them or see them or, go back to that situation. It's about releasing and moving on. And I see this wonderful Two of Summer, you see. Now, the thing is when I see this, it's about Two of Summer to me is about compromise and treating someone the way they deserve to be treated, the way you want to be treated. So when this card comes up, I'm always saying it's like reflect yourself in the other person. So how would you want to be treated? How do you want people to talk to you? What do you want people to say to you? Well, then that's what you must put out there in order to get back. This is about mirroring how you want to be treated and spoken to, and how you want to feel in someone else's company. So this is about, look, you know what I just got? I just got, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. That's what I got. I got that. So it's important to really be nice, kind. And then look, you've got not the magician, you've got the Empress, darling. Look at her. She's pregnant with these brilliant ideas and these incredible, innovative opportunities, and she's just creative. She's just manifesting wonderful things, right? And clarifying it is the Prince of Spring. And the Prince of Spring is about taking action and moving forward, right? So this is about, look, you've got to move on. From whatever you're moving on from, Taurus, you need to move on, and quickly, because things are really looking up for you, and the past is holding you back. It's dragging you down. So you need to release it and move forward, and don't hold grudges. And sometimes I know that's hard. It's hard not to do that. It's hard not to be in that energy. But this is wonderful. Look, I have a feeling for some of you it might be relationships that you're letting go of, and some of you it might be the old way you were in a relationship, and you're moving forward with renewed vigor and passion and kindness and compassion. So I have a feeling that some of you are actually moving into kind of this new, manifesting a really beautiful, abundant kind of relationship. I think perhaps some of you, I'm really getting that it's old hurt in a relationship, and it's about releasing that. It's about releasing that hurt and that pain and moving forward with trust. But you have to earn your trust, I'm feeling. So it's about being open to that love and that passion. It's about being open to being a different person in that relationship. I'm really getting that for some of you, Taurus. But I see, look at this wonderful, wonderful, magnificent, manifesting energy coming in for you. You have to really jump on that. You've got to jump on that opportunity that's coming in for you and take action. Don't take your time about deciding. Go for it. That's what I'm getting. Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. To inquire about or purchase any of Mary's services, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.